What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I talk and do everything pinball. So if that sounds interesting to you, then hit that subscribe button down below. My voice is a little hoarse because we just got finished with Texas Pinball Festival and I was help running a booth, so my voice was really elevated throughout the entire weekend. Now when we discuss Texas Pinball Festival, or TPF, that will be in a separate video because that is entirely different content. The only thing that was revealed during that was through Jersey Jack Pinball with their new Wizard of Oz, but that will also be a separate video. Stern didn't reveal anything, even though Steve Ritchie did promote that he was going to be revealing secrets. It was not involving with his next game. For most of us pinheads, we are aware that Steve Ritchie's next game is going to be an original theme, meaning that it is not licensed, so he has more free room to do what he pleases, which I am excited extremely about. A smaller percentage of us were aware that his next game was going to in fact be Black Knight 3000. So that was actually a title that I guess was the not even really a code name or a secret name, but we essentially knew that it was going to be the next in the series. As of today, it is official that we now know that it is Black Knight Sword of Rage. Stern even has leaked a video. Now I say they have leaked it because it is unlisted on YouTube, not completely been broadcast for everyone to see. And what's funny is that it got leaked, or released rather, on the down low, and then it got removed as if they were trying to control this leak. But I guess since it already spread like wildfire, they were like, screw it, go ahead and keep it out there, but just keep it unlisted. That's what I'm going to assume, at least, because it is now available to view again. Rumor has it that we should be getting a full reveal, if not at least a partial reveal, here in the next day or two. Just in case for whatever reason they decided to delete this thing off the internet, which I don't think Stern's gonna do that. I have downloaded this little short 32-second clip, and I say it's a clip because it's not gonna show any kind of gameplay or footage, but what I do believe the footage that they have shown is some of the footage that will be on the LCD display. So this gives us kind of an idea of what the Black Knight will look like in this next line. So let's watch this teaser together, and let's go and just throw some stuff out there and see what this is actually giving us as a teaser, and we can go over what information we gather from this 32-second teaser.
I am the Black Knight.
So what information from this quick little teaser can we gather from the next lineup and Stern Pinball's Black Knight Sword of Rage? Let's go through this video together now, and let's just pick out a couple of little things that I happen to see, and I'm wanting to know if maybe this is actually hints towards something more. So first of all, I want to say that as of right now, this is how the Black Knight is going to look on the LCD display. I'm pleased. He looks pretty badass. So this is something that I'm curious about. It says bigger. Now, I'm curious if this is actually literally this machine is going to be bigger, meaning will it be a wide body machine? Oh my god, I friggin' hope so. That would be awesome if this is a wide body. Now, when it goes into batter, I mean, that could just mean a number of things. I mean, this is like I said, we're just spitballing here, complete speculation, no hard facts. We're just going by strictly what this little teaser is giving us. So when it says batter, I mean, that could just mean that, you know, of course, obviously, this is going to be a visually more badder game compared to what we had to deal with in 80 and 89 for the first two of the series. So this is gonna be more than likely a much meaner machine when it comes to just how fast of the flow it is. And then we also get a little bit of a teaser in the music. Now whether or not this is the actual music of the game, it's unconfirmed, but chances are it's going to be this style of music, a kind of a hard rock guitarish thing. I see that being a little bit of it. So what do we have to go on? We have to go on essentially what rumors are and this video tells us. So let's go. First off, I want to state that Steve Ritchie is by far my favorite designer when it comes to games, and this is coming from a time where I didn't know anything about designers in general. It just tended to be, I would play pinball machines, just go into places or whatever, and certain games would just interest me more than others, and I'm guessing it was obviously maybe the design or the flow and how it played. Then it wasn't until I got more and more into the hobby where I started to become more aware of designers of certain machines, and that's when I realized that Steve Ritchie games tended to fancy me more than other games. So now that I know I'm getting a trilogy for the Black Knight series, I'm pretty excited because Black Knight 2000 is my favorite of the current two Black Knights. I love playing Black Knight. Yes, it's fun. Limited, of course, due to the time and era. But when Black Knight 2000 came out, this was a game that was a very, for me, visually, I loved watching just the light show, and I love the artwork, and I definitely love the music. The music for that game is one that just stands out immediately whenever I'm at like a pinball expo or festival, as you will. That's just a soundtrack that when you hear it, you know exactly what it's from. Now, a year ago, around this time is whenever Stern released their Iron Maiden. Now, this was more of like, you know, the announcement like they have now for Black Knight. Rumor is a day or so that we should be getting a little more information, but I don't know, it might be a little bit longer than that, but again, I mean, the sooner the better. I want to see what this thing looks like. I want to hear what it sounds like, because one of my wishes on this machine is the music needs to be iconic. It needs to be one of those that is like, yes, you know, lately we've been getting a lot of licensed music, you know, you can't, I mean, this is what comes to soundtracks. So you can't say, oh, the Iron Maiden soundtrack is so amazing. Like, well, no, it's Iron Maiden music essentially. So of course it's going to be like, but you know, it wasn't designed. This is something that I want to be original, obviously, because it's original theme. So I'm just kind of like repeating shit that I've already said. But if anything else out of the soundtrack for this upcoming Black Knight game, I want there to be either a mode or some portion of the game that really feeds back on its predecessors. Throw in some Black Knight 2000 remixes or a remake of what it was. Throw in that nostalgia, Steve Ritchie, and you're gonna reel some more people in. So I want this video to start a discussion, everyone. This is something that I want to get feedback from everyone on what you think this game is going to incorporate or what you want to see in this game. So I'll start it out. Things that I want to see in this game, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to see it, is a dual layer playfield. That meaning one's upper, one's lower, like the predecessors of the series. Now, the question is, since we're starting to see a little more emphasis on the dual layer playfields, like the most recent Monsters that goes down into a basement, what if we have something like that for this game, but it's like a dungeon of sorts, something like that? I don't know how I'll feel about that. I would rather it kind of go with the rest of the series where it starts out on the upper playfield and you have to work your way up there to, I mean, it's one of those things. It was like, do you really want it to be just like the ones before where you have to basically, you know, hit the targets to let the drawbridge come down to lock some balls for multi-ball? It's like a part of me is like, yeah, that'd be great, but then you're just redoing the exact same thing you did from your old game and you knew it worked. Do you want to play it safe, or do you actually want to completely change things up and go full-blown, you know, original on this game that's not like the rest of them? I mean, I think that since this is going to be Stern's like first original theme game in a good while, that they're taking a risk. But I believe that since it's going to be a Steve Ritchie title, and that actually puts a little weight, his name holds some weight on those of us that are educated in the pinball hobby. I mean, this is something that holds a little more weight than just throwing out a random name that they've done a couple of games. I'm thinking that they're gonna have a little bit of trust behind the fact that it's Steve Ritchie, and it's also a series game that has some history in the past of doing well. So that's another thing, is that I really hope this Black Knight game is very fun and sells well, and it shows them that, hey, original titles can be great sellers and they can do well in the market. Something else also that you need to question is if it's going to be the typical Pro, Premium, and Limited Edition versions, or is this going to be something even more limited than that? All the speculation due to lack of information is why I want this comment section to blow up down below. Once we get all the information and facts from a future video from Stern, then we can discuss even further on that. So right now, let's see what you got. Do you think there will be multiple layers to this playfield? Will it be a standard, or will it be a wide-bodied cabinet? Will there be a Pro, Premium, and Limited Edition version, or will it be a Super Limited Edition version? Give me what you got down below. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video, everyone. Give me that thumbs up, and if you haven't already, do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below. You can find more videos from me on my channel, but you can also find some recent videos that I have done with Straight Down the Middle on their page. I will leave a link to their channel in the description down below. Until next time, guys, peace out.